Bueno, a ver cómo explico yo esto. Quiero que mi gente, ¿cómo están? Sean bienvenidos al primer video de los resúmenes de la serie del Red Dead Redemption 1. Y antes de empezar, lamentablemente hay algo que comentarles y es que hay un pequeño problema con este juego. Cuando digo pequeño es que prácticamente todo está mal. Básicamente el objetivo de estos videos es tratar de conseguir hacer un resumen de la historia principal del juego. Es decir, si yo hago un directo de 2 horas, pues tratar de sacar lo más importante en cuanto a la historia principal para subirlo a mi canal principal y que así se quede de manera resumida y que nadie tenga que ir a ver todas esas 2 horas, por ejemplo, para entenderlo todo. Pero con este juego hay un problema un poquito grande y es que la historia, digamos que no está ejecutada de la mejor manera posible. En todos los GTA y en todos los juegos de Rockstar siempre empiezas con un objetivo y lo que tienes que hacer es ir subiendo poco a poco hasta llegar hasta ese objetivo. Lo que pasa es que en este juego eso parece que se lo pasaron por los cojones prácticamente y el juego va de que eres una persona que simplemente ayuda a los demás. Así, sin ningún tipo de sentido. Primero te pones a ayudar a alguien para que te ayude a conseguir ese objetivo, pero luego aparece otra persona, pero luego aparece otra, pero luego aparece otra, y así sucesivamente durante 3 o 4 directos. Entonces, una vez llegas a conseguir ese objetivo, pues resulta que la persona que estabas buscando no estaba ahí y que está en otro país, y que tienes que ir a ese otro país a hacer 400 misiones más hasta que llegue el momento de encontrar a esa persona. Y a lo mejor dirás, ya, pero ningún juego se puede completar en el primer directo o algo así. Sí, pero tampoco tengo por qué tardar casi 7 directos para conseguir encontrar a una sola persona. Es que no tiene ningún tipo de sentido. Pero bueno, básicamente todas las misiones es que parecen hasta relleno, no hay nada importante en cuanto a historia. A partir de ese directo, que es como el 6 o el 7, es cuando la historia comienza a avanzar. Luego el final se parte y parece otro juego totalmente distinto y, en fin, no sé ni qué coño le pasó a este juego con la historia, pero bueno, básicamente es eso. Yo siempre trato de hacer un solo video por cada directo para no estar confundiendo a la gente. Mira, esto es del directo 1 y esto del 2, pero luego el video 2 será del directo 2 y del 3. No me gusta hacer eso porque la gente se confunde. Así que este, por ejemplo, de tan poco contenido importante que hay en el directo 1 y en el directo 2, pues será un resumen de los dos directos juntos. Sé que parece una salvajada, pero lamentablemente es lo que hay. Es que no hay nada importante en cuanto a historia. Pero nada, aquí se acaba el discursito. Les pido disculpas porque lamentablemente esto es algo que no tenía ni idea de cómo coño lo iba a hacer. El archivo del directo 1 lleva como 4 semanas en mi computadora sin acceder a él porque es que no tengo ni idea de cómo coño iba a hacer ese resumen, por lo que les conté hace algunos cuantos minutos. Pero bueno, el caso es que aquí lo tienen. Espero que a pesar de todo y de la poca acción que hay, de la poca historia que tiene, espero que a pesar de eso puedan disfrutarlo porque es que traté de hacer mi mejor esfuerzo, así que eso es lo que hay, lo siento mucho. Así que nada, yo me despido y los dejo con el primer video resumen de la serie del Red Dead Redemption 1. Espero que a pesar de todo puedan disfrutar.
No sé si es coincidencia o una referencia, pero el juego empieza en un ferry. ¿Recuerdan lo que les había contado antes de cómo empieza la historia del 2? Vemos también que la civilización está mucho más avanzada con respecto al 2. Y aquí vemos el agente del que les hablaba. El tipo del bigote con el gorrito. El que es más enano este. El que está así ahora. Y este pues obviamente es John Marston. Rockstar Games presenta. Es que tengo unas ganas de esto. Juego de Rockstar que nunca he jugado. Eso es algo rarísimo, la verdad. Una producción de Rockstar San Diego. Estación de Blackwater. Estamos en dicha ciudad, en Blackwater, que es como una de las más avanzadas. Y vemos que ya empiezan a salir empiezan a salir unos cuantos autos y todo. Y ahí está. Red Dead Redemption. A ver a qué viejo amigo está buscando.
Bill!
A Bill.
Bill, I've come for you!
Como les dije, recuerden que al final del 2,
Bill Williamson!
Bill Williamson
Come out here right now!
y Javier Escuella escaparon también. Fueron de los pocos que quedaron con vida.
Don't make me kill you.
Nobody needs to kill anyone, Bill!
Y ahí
You
está.
must think I was born yesterday. You always did think I was an idiot.
That ain't fair, Bill. You were as my brother. I've come to try to save you.
Oh. Do I look like I need saving?
Bill, please. They want to kill us all. I can help you.
Well, you never tried to save me before. You only seemed to save yourself.
Bill, I implore you think about this.
You implore me? You implore me? You always were one for fancy words. Oh. Well, things are different now, John. Now I'm in charge! No more Dutch! And no more you. Implores. I implores you to go back and tell them to send someone just a little bit more impressive next time.
Well?
Oh. Poor John.
Esto la verdad es que lo vi ayer y me pareció algo tan patético. No sé por qué coño hizo eso. Estás en contra de 3 personas y ¿qué pretendes hacer? No sé.
Well, you're alive.
Pero es que...
So it would seem.
So, how do you feel?
I don't know the polite word for it.
I do. Stupid is the word we use around here. What were you doing?
I was doing something stupid.
Well, you'll be okay. Once you didn't die, the doctor said you'd be fine. He got the bullets out a couple days ago.
Good.
It cost us $15.
Por cierto, creo que el juego no se escucha muy alto, ¿eh?
I'm sorry, madam.
Esa es una de las cosas que tengo que solucionar.
Did you want to die? I mean, was
Porque en
that
el GTA
it?
V el juego se
Was that
escucha
why you went straight out
sumamente
to
bajo.
Fort Mercer and
Se
picked a
escuchaba.
fight with the worst bandit in the county? To die, Mr.
Peor
Mr.
bandido del
Marston.
condado.
John Marston.
Bonnie McFarlane. Miss Bonnie McFarlane.
Well, you may be right, Miss McFarlane. I don't know.
So what were you doing?
I was trying to give Mr. Williamson a chance. For old time's sake.
You know Bill Williamson?
Knew him. Long time ago.
Well, what was he like?
Dumb.
Bastante
like
estúpido,
Thank you, miss.
pero no era un mal tipo.
See my hat?
I have.
El sombrero.
And, what will you do now?
Now I'm gonna take my time and go after him the less kind way.
Well, that sounds very fun, Mr. Marston. Quite heroic, just like in those penny dreadfuls my brother used to read. Meanwhile, if you'll excuse me, I've got a ranch to run. Of course, if you're feeling better, why not take a ride with me later? Help me patrol the perimeter. You can earn back some of that money we wasted on doctor's bills.
Of course. And thank you. For saving my life, I mean.
Next time, Mr. Marston, I strongly recommend you don't try to lose it quite so earnestly.
I'll bear that in mind.
Ok, por aquí. Sí, tengo que tener en cuenta que el caballo no se cansa.
Neck and neck, Miss
A lo mejor me
McFarlane!
puede tirar o algo. No me lo puedo creer. No puedo creer. Mi vida es una comedia absoluta. Es que me doy pena hasta yo mismo.
Now, what you want?
My name's John Marston. You wanted to
John
speak
Marston.
to me?
I did?
Apparently so.
Why?
I guess because we're both in the business of the law.
You that fella from the train company?
No, I'm from Fort Mercer.
Fort Mercer? You them one of them Williamson boys?
Calm down.
Go on, shoot him, mister. Shoot him.
Come on, what, you getting cute with me, boy?
What's going on here?
Eso es el sheriff.
I got me one of them
Ahora.
Williamson boys.
I got me one of them idiots who give marshals a bad name.
Jonah, put your gun down. You must be the man from Blackwater.
Yes, sir. Listen, that dog ain't too bright, but he seems loyal.
Jonah, get out of here for a minute.
Yes, sir, Mr. Johnson, sir.
Hermano, ¿puedes dejar de escupir un momento?
Oh, I done seen enough of your hide around here, friend.
I think there's some school children down the way you can go and frighten.
Oh, hardy fucking har. Dickhead.
What are you doing here,
DK.
Mr. Marston? Apart from frightening my deputies.
I'm here to capture or kill Bill Williamson.
Okay.
Can you help me?
He's outside my jurisdiction. He's in the next county. Of course, Bill Williamson and his boys have tended to keep themselves away from my town.
So you're happy to have him out there?
Well, I ain't happy, but I also ain't suicidal. My job is to keep this town safe, not clean up all of these 3 counties. It's hard enough around here.
You know, I hear you speak, and suddenly I'm reminded of how some of the people I respected most in my life had a problem with authority. What's wrong with you?
Well, I'm sure you and your fine friends have enjoyed spending your time running around pursuing noble causes. My cause is to keep this town from turning into a living hell for the folks who live here. Whole world has problems, mister, and I'm here doing what I can.
Why? What's happening?
Right now, I got the railway, the people who pay my salary, trying to get me to turn a blind eye to them burning down settlements up there. I got a bunch of cattle rustlers out near Box Canyon needs shutting down. Not forgetting the gang that keeps murdering homesteaders out in the back country. And I got a bunch of hoods over in the saloon, drunk, threatening to shoot up the whole town. That's all I got today. But it's early yet. Give me a couple more days. There'll be more.
All right, tell you what. Let's go deal with them hoods in the saloon. Then we'll discuss
Okay.
Williamson.
Lo típico. La persona que te tiene que ayudar primero necesita que tú le ayudes para con un asunto, con algo.
You're a persistent little cuss, ain't you?
Y pues luego empieza la historia de verdad. Esto es lo típico de todos los juegos de Rockstar.
Miss McFarland, I'm married. I have a son. I had a daughter,
Jack.
but she died. Years
Oh.
before that, I rode in a gang. We robbed
Ah,
banks,
okay.
trains, held people ransom. We killed people we didn't like. Bill Williamson was in that gang. Now, if I don't capture my former brother in arms, great harm will befall my family.
Ahí está. Ese es el contexto de la
I
historia.
suppose any of this is very interesting to you, but
Y como ya expliqué, si conoces el segundo juego,
No, I do understand.
es que es 10
I
veces
had
mejor.
no idea. You poor man.
even in this new country, memories don't really fade. My father was an illiterate Scot born on the boat into New York. He never saw his homeland, but to hear him talk about it, you'd imagine he only ever ate haggis and wore a kilt. And he hated the English for what they had done to his great-grandparents that he'd never met. People don't forget. Nothing gets forgiven.
That's true. Especially when it comes to money. And you know, even now, after all his labors, my father's debts are still terrible. I worry every day about us losing the ranch. It would kill him.
My father died when I was 8 years old. His eyes were, well, let's just say he was blinded in a bar fight south of Chicago. My mother died during childbirth. She was a prostitute, and he was her... Well, I don't know what he was. So I was sent off to an orphanage and ran away and fell in with a gang.
En una banda.
My word. What a
¿Que de
difficult
quién era
life you've
esa banda?
lived.
The leader of the gang taught me how to read, taught me how to see all that was good in the world. He was a great man in a way.
But you killed people.
Sure. And I've suffered for it. And that's the life I left, or tried to leave.
El
Excuse
blues
me.
del timador.
Excuse me, sir, you need help? Mister, you alive?
La edición prestigiosa que cuesta más que el gratis que me dieron.
Excuse me?
I said, no, I'm not okay. Do I look like I'm okay?
You look pretty good for a corpse.
Praise be.
Move up, mister. Time to get you to a doctor, or an undertaker. Whichever you need once we get to town.
St. Peter, open up them pearly gates. I'm
Don Pedro.
coming home.
Come on, mister. Come on.
¿Y este viejo quién coño es?
Where the devil are we?
Pues en Armadillo,
Armadillo.
donde
You made
usted
it
acaba
safe.
de
You'll
decir
be
que lo
happy to
lleváramos.
know.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. You're a gentleman and a true man of honor.
Coming from you, I doubt that means much, but I appreciate the civility.
I owe you, sir. And I always pay my debts. Jesus. But if I die, I'm sorry for it. If not, I'll be your man for...
Let's get you fixed up first. Then we'll decide what you're my man for.
Ahí está. ¿Qué coño es esto?
Holy sweet mother of mercy.
Please, please don't shoot me. Some bandits came by and took us hostage. They're holed up in the farmhouse. Some of my family is being kept hostage inside.
¿Qué coño es eso que está ahí?
All right, boys, we need to get into that house right now.
Some folk tried escaping to the south, but then some robbers started chasing them down like wild dogs. I thought you were supposed to protect us, Marshal. You folk ain't men. You ain't nothing. You're just some man on a government payroll taking money that the rest of us have to pay for with our lives. Yeah. What is wrong with this country?
Mount up, men. The man that kills the boss of that bunch gets $50.
It ain't about the money, Marshal. These are people's lives.
Bueno,
People's homes.
en realidad hay bastante gente muerta.
Come on, they're gonna get away. Follow me. We can still catch them.
Nos fuimos.
You just walk away now, John.
Ese es
I
Bill.
didn't kill you before, but I sure as shit will now.
Get yourself down here, Bill. You know you ain't man enough to stop me. You know I don't want to kill you, but I will.
You always did have a high opinion of yourself, John. Dutch always said you were an arrogant son of a bitch. I guess he was about right. Get him, boys!
Ojo, la historia va más rápido de lo que yo
Take
pensaba.
cover.
¿Y ahora cómo coño hago esto?
Make
¿qué
stand
es?
here. Stay in cover and watch your head.
Elimina los sentidos.
Let's make these bastards pay for what they did to those farmers.
You ain't gonna leave here walking, friend!
¿Ah? Estoy tratando de dar puros hechos, ¿eh? ¿Qué tal, Bill,
Look what I got here. There's something that you're still breathing. Come here, boy.
Yo no estaría tan confiado, ¿eh?
Come on, Bessie. Give. Oh.
Norman Deek.
Norman Deek. ¿Y este que es como el segundo al mando?
Nice to see you again, buddy. Thanks for your help, John. Norman here is going to help us get to Bill. Ain't you, Norman?
Thank you, Mr. Dick. Mighty kind.
Fuck you!
Pero ¿por qué no van a buscar a Bill
Hard
directamente?
time. Let's get him to jail.
La quema. Uy.
Excuse me, Mr. Marston. Have you seen my father anywhere?
No.
He went out this morning to ride the land and was supposed to be back hours ago. I don't know. The ranch hands have been out looking, but so far they found nothing.
Well, come on, let's go look for him. I don't think that's a good
Se
idea.
supone que
And you're
son los
no better.
ladrones estos.
How many men have you killed?
Do you really want to know?
It's disgusting.
You never met the men I killed.
I heard the way you talk about that gang you were in. Like there was some twisted morality to what you did.
We all have a code. Only some of us don't
The
realize it.
outlaw with the code? How wonderfully romantic. The reluctant murderer, the noble criminal. There's nothing more depressing than a man who's found a way to think the bad into good.
You're upset, Mr.
Look, Mr. Marston, the barn is on fire.
A la mierda, quemaron el granero. Efectivamente. Fallaste. Creo que acabo de pisar. Creo que acabo de pisar
Oh
un
my
ciudadano.
God.
Aquí es. ¿Pero qué hago? ¿Listo?
We got the door open.
Sí, aquí está. Que salgan los caballos. ¿Qué coño haces? Salga, coño. Corre. A ver. Corre. Y corre, coño. Tengo que montarlo. Vamos. Vamos, montalo y sal. Sal de manera épica. Sal de manera épica. ¡Vamos! Ahí fue. Lleva el caballo al corral. A ver. Aquí está. Cuidadito, empiezan las misiones épicas. A lo mejor no es tan épico, pero bueno.
You sure know how to handle yourself. Thanks, Marston.
Yes, John, thanks. Well, you saved the ranch.
If you'll excuse me, I've got chores to attend to. Hey, hold on a second over there.
Sincerely, John. Thank you.
Well, did all I could, Miss McFarland. Sorry about all the damage. That gang seems to really want you out of here.
Yeah, well, my father fought Indians. I scarcely think we're gonna be frightened by some white trash.
White trash can be pretty frightening.
Well, they don't frighten me.
Good.
John, my family owes you a great debt.
Pues ayúdame entonces a...
You saved my life.
Bueno.
All I
también.
ask of you is this. If I get back home and get my farm started back up, you'll sell me some cattle. I prefer doing business with people I know.
Of course, Mr. Marston. It'd be my pleasure.
Hey.
Well, you get some rest. I've got to go see how my father's bearing up.
¿Y nadie se va a preocupar por apagar el fuego? No sé, digo yo, ¿no? No es una buena idea dejar un granero quemándose.